Hello there, it's Helen Pollock, the Content Doc here for EasyBuild, and I'm delighted to be joined by Andre Westhuizen from OJ Construction in Namibia. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Hi, Helen. Good to see you.
You too. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to ask you a few questions about your relationship with EasyBuild. And the first question is, what issues led you to implement EasyBuild to start with, please?
Helen, I think in the construction industry, things don't work as simple as buying a box of cigarettes and then selling them for a profit, and you pay for this, your cost price for the cigarettes, and you bank the profit. Because in construction, we have something called retention. So I think that was the single biggest reason why we were looking for a solution that could handle subcontractor and client retentions, because we were managing that portion via Excel spreadsheets. So it became a little bit difficult to manage as the company was growing. So that was the biggest reason why we were looking for another solution.
Yeah, we hear that so often, Andre, that as companies grow, then spreadsheet-based systems or legacy systems become quite unwieldy. So EasyBuild gives you the flexibility to grow, the way that you need to. So in particular, you have been working with EasyBuild for 8 years now, which is fantastic. But you've recently transitioned from an on-premise installation to EasyBuild Cloud. Now, what were the factors that led to you making that decision?
So there were a couple of factors leading to that. The main one being that when we implemented EasyBuild in 2012, we installed a big server, and that server we've been using since 2012. So going from hosting our own emails and our own accounting package, etc., we decided it's time to, instead of investing in new hardware, that we should move the entire company into the cloud. And so it's been quite a while since we've been speaking to EasyBuild about making the transition. And once we could agree on all the nitty-gritties that go with moving into the cloud, it was a seamless process, because we literally stopped working today and tomorrow we carried on working in the cloud.
Wow. Well, I was going to ask you, how did the process go? But it sounds like it went really smoothly. So how did EasyBuild make sure that that process was smooth?
So EasyBuild just informed us of what the process was going to be to move into the cloud. Set up all of our virtual workstations in the cloud, and then told us on Thursday you need to log out at 5 o'clock your time, and Friday morning you can log in to the cloud and continue working. So it was absolutely seamless, and we didn't even notice a difference.
Wow, that's fantastic. So obviously you're based in Namibia. And I'm speaking to you from the UK today. EasyBuild is a UK-based company. So did EasyBuild send a consultant to support you in Namibia?
So Helen, originally when we moved to EasyBuild, EasyBuild had an office in South Africa. So we had a 2-week implementation handled by the South African team. But then a number of years later, when we actually implemented the external plant hire module that was developed by Chris Gatsby, Chris actually came to Namibia to do the implementation with us. And when we were preparing to move to the cloud, EasyBuild did send a consultant named Sean, a very competent consultant, to spend a week with us preparing everything, and which wasn't much preparing, as much preparing as what we thought it would be, because it was actually so simple. But yes, EasyBuild does send consultants to wherever you are in the world.
Brilliant. So your experience sounds like it was really good. And what stood out for you particularly from that experience of having a consultant come out?
I think what stood out for me with the consultant that we had, the last consultant we had, was his knowledge of programming, you know, in the back end of EasyBuild, as well as his knowledge of accounting, which was a big help. So that, you know, you could ask more queries than, you know, how do you load a new supplier into the system. So he was very well versed in the software.
Brilliant. Okay, so what key benefits have you experienced since moving to EasyBuild Cloud?
I think just the working remotely from anywhere, because being on premise, we used to be able to log into our server, obviously, but if there had to be a power failure, you know, if we're in the north of the country, then, you know, you just can't log in until you're back at the office and, you know, you've started up the whole system again. So I think having the uninterrupted ability to work whenever you want, from wherever you want, has been one of the major benefits. And then, of course, benefiting from all the updates. So your updates happen when EasyBuild updates, instead of you having to download the update and do it when you have time. So always ensuring that you are on the latest version of the software has been another benefit.
Brilliant. So overall, Andre, what features within EasyBuild are key for OJ Construction, and why?
There are many. I think just the overall management of your suppliers, of your clients, of your subcontractors, of the retention, like I said, having all of your financial data at your fingertips, the ability to drill down into individual project costing. You can identify problems before they happen. So there's just been many key benefits. And yeah, that's why we have stuck with EasyBuild over the years.
Brilliant. That's great to hear. So what's next for OJ Construction and EasyBuild?
Okay, so what we are about to implement is some of the functions of the mobile solution, because at the moment we are handling our goods received notes. They're being collected on the sites and then brought back to head office, but not for long, because we're going to be able to capture them on site shortly once you know, the mobile solution has been implemented. And we will be doing implementing the requisitions module as well, so that requisitions can then be handled from site. And what makes this nice is that you send the requisition from site, and then the procurement lady in the office can convert that requisition or items from that requisition to quote requests, which get sent out to the selected suppliers simultaneously. Once those requests come back, you can then convert those quote requests into orders. So it saves a hell of a lot of time doing it that way. And then, because of the current climate in the market, the larger projects are becoming less and less. And we're finding that our small jobs team is growing because there are many more small jobs. So the service and maintenance module of EasyBuild might be something that we would consider in the future, provided the costing is right.
Of course. So it sounds like there's a module for any eventuality that you might require, really.
Yes, definitely. And you know, if I could also give any companies that are thinking of changing to EasyBuild, maybe something that we did incorrectly in the beginning was we tried to take on too much of what EasyBuild has to offer, instead of starting with the core modules and then learning to use them efficiently before you expand onto other modules. So yes, there is a solution for every need.
That's really useful advice. So thank you very much for that. So I also wanted to ask you, what has stood out for you in terms of your relationship with EasyBuild's senior management team? Are you able to pick up the phone and speak to somebody? And also following on from that, because you're thousands of miles away from EasyBuild's HQ in the UK, do you get a good quality of service?
Yes. So usually when you have an issue, you would log a call via the EasyBuild helpline. But if you have anything urgent, like on a Sunday or a public holiday, and you do pop Carol Massey an email, she does tend to make sure somebody helps you in those emergencies. So yes, it has been the way the system works. It doesn't really matter where in the world you are.
Great. That's brilliant. I should explain that Carol is the CEO of EasyBuild. So thank you so much. That's really interesting. You're a very long-standing customer of EasyBuild, and it sounds like EasyBuild has been able to support OJ Construction as it has grown and changed across the years, and long may that continue. So Andre, I'd like to say thank you very much for your time and have a great day.